my bold and the beautiful fans. We got to talk about today's episode. Deacon visits Sheila in jail. The judge presides over Sheila's case. And Bill watches Steffi and Finn at Sheila's hearing via hidden camera. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your bold and the beautiful recap for January 9th. And without any further ado, let's talk about what went down in LA today. So let's start out over at the Cliff House, where Steffi says they're meeting up with the judge today. And a very optimistic Taylor is thrilled and excited that their testimony will be crucial in putting Sheila away. However, Finn and Steffi is worried, but they don't say anything about Bill's blackmail.
But it's necessary. Justice will be served, and Sheila will be locked up where she belongs.
So then Taylor leaves and Finn rubs Steffi's shoulders. Now they are both tired and worried about Bill's blackmail and Sheila being in his life. Now Steffi tells her husband that Rich is traveling, doing some soul searching because of what happened with her mom and Brooke, and he won't be there. However, Finn starts ranting about Bill blackmailing them. So now we're over at Bill's house, where we see that he's calling someone wanting to see them. And he also arranges an appointment. And then over at the county jail, Sheila has a surprise visit from someone, and it's Deacon.
I would have been here sooner, but I just got back from out of town. We can talk about that later. Sit. Now you both know the rules. No touching. Respect your cell. I need to see you in here, back behind bars, handcuffed. Sheila, I'm so sorry.
You don't need to be sorry. And this had nothing to do with you.
I know, but it's like all the time this is where you'd wind up, that it was only a matter of time. I gotta admit, there was a little part of me that was betting that you were gonna beat the odds.
Maybe I have.
Sweetheart, take a look around. This place is locked up tighter than Fort Knox. And Houdini on his best day couldn't escape.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So, what? That means that you've just accepted the fact that you're gonna be in prison for a long time.
Now, he's worried about her, but she insists that she'll be fine. Now, Deacon asks why she went to Spencer's house in the first place that night, and she had to have known that he was going to turn her in. Now, he doesn't give her time to respond and says that it doesn't matter. He thinks that she's putting on a brave face, but knows Steffi and Finn will detail every horrible thing that she has done. And Deacon promises not to abandon her, but that's not much that he can do. He'll visit, but she's grinning wildly.
I'm worried about you.
That's sweet. I'm gonna be okay.
Still hoping for a miracle, huh?
You never know.
Wow. I expected to come here and find you down in the dumps, and you're not. Unless this is all an act for my benefit.
No. No, it's not an act.
Okay, then I'd like to ask you a question. What the hell were you doing going to Spencer's house that night? You knew the minute that he saw you, he'd call the cops.
Deacon, if you only knew what was going on with Bill and Sheila, yeah, I don't think you would probably be visiting right now. However, Sheila does care about Deacon, and if things had been different, maybe they would have had a chance. The guard tells them to wrap it up, and he won't turn his back on her and will be back to visit. And then we see Sheila is taken away. So now let's swing over to Forrester Creations. Then we see Taylor arrives and Brooke is there as well. And Taylor asks Brooke if she missed her. And then we see them embrace and they talk about all that has happened with Sheila Carter's arrest. Now, Taylor has never thought that the day would actually come, and they're happy that Sheila is about to pay for all of the terrible things that she's done. And they talk about Katie's visit and how strangely Bill was acting. Now, Taylor is sorry about that. However, she's not close with him given their complicated history, but is grateful that he's the one responsible for putting Sheila away. So she thinks. Brooke is surprised, though, that they survived everything Sheila put them through. And Taylor said that she treated a lot of people, but Sheila is the worst since she don't think that she needs any kind of treatment. So now we're over at the judge's office, and Steffi and Finn are fussing about Sheila until Bill turns up and shuts the both of them up.
Bill, what are you doing here?
Hoping to put this behind us. Remind you of our deal.
Yeah, that's all we've been thinking about for days.
Putting us in this position.
Please keep your voices down and watch what you're saying.
But even if I do what you want, what about my mother? Sheila terrorized her, ran her off the road, tried to kill her. She can just come forward.
He is going to have to be kept quiet. And let's not forget that she did sneak you out of a hospital and falsify medical records. It had an impact on her career, not to mention jeopardizing her freedom.
So now you're threatening my mother too.
Have you forgotten that Sheila escaped prison? One way or the other, she's going to do the time.
All I'm telling you is, I don't want to hear a word out of you and Finn today.
You think you can handle this? This is impossible.
You should leave before the judge gets here. Remember, Sheila's freedom for your mother's freedom.
So not only do Steffi and Finn have to stay quiet to keep Taylor out of jail, the situation with Lee doesn't work as well because of what she had to do in order to save Finn. However, he tells them to keep quiet. He reminds Finn everything that had happened and then finally says Sheila's freedom for your mom's freedom. And as Steffi collapses in her husband's arms, while in another room, Bill is watching Steffi and Finn with a camera. And then Sheila and her lawyer appear, and the judge also shows up.
It's almost time. We have to decide what we're gonna do.
You heard Bill. What, Jane? How do we do what he wants, or? Oh my God, the man has lost it. He wants us to do unthinkable things. I mean, my mom made one mistake, and she regrets it. But it pales in comparison to all the evil things Sheila has done. Hello, Finn. Hello, Steve. Not even a hi.
Miss Carter, I would advise you to keep your comments to yourself.
We were asked to review my case before trial. I just hope you do what's best for everyone. You both know why.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting. I apologize. Please be seated. I'm Judge McMullen.
As I'm sure you're all aware, that we're here today in this closed session to gather testimony and information regarding the case pertaining to Miss Sheila Carter.
Does the counselor have any opening remarks?
No, Your Honor.
Very well then.
Thank you for being here today. Dr. Finnegan, Ms. Forster, your testimony along with your statements today will prove very crucial in this case. I'd like to begin with you, Dr. Finnegan. From what I understand, Ms. Carter is your biological mother, a fact that you were unaware of until a year or so ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, let's get started, Doctor. Are you ready to proceed with the case regarding Miss Sheila Carter?
Everyone is silent as Finn weighs all of his options. And then we see Sheila staring up at the cameras, fully knowing that Bill is watching. So, yeah, we got to stay tuned to see what both Finn and Steffi decide to do next. Okay, so there we have it, your bold and the beautiful recap for Monday, January 9th, 2023. If you haven't checked out the Young and the Restless recap for today, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.